Hello, Judgies listeners. I wanted to let you all know that the three of us will be doing a live stream on Saturday, June 8th to help raise money to help those in need in Palestine. We're still hammering out the details, but you can be assured that it will be full of laughs, judginess, and other moments you will not want to miss. So stay tuned and follow us on twitch.tv/judgiespod. Check out our Instagram for any updates as they come. In the meantime, if you'd like to support a family in need directly, check out Operation Olive Branch on Instagram or TikTok. The links will be in the description. Or you can give to an organization like the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Thanks for any help you can give, and we hope to see you on the 8th.
And the board wasn't rolling.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the Judgies.
Judgies.
Important announcement at the top. Look in the description. For episode 208, this is not a bit. This is the thing we're doing. For bonus episode 208, the 4-year anniversary sode.
You said the bonus episode?
Fuck. Editor, please. Oh, it gets me every time. I think we fixed the button. This is not a bit for bonus episode 208. We are doing a bit bracket. That's right. All best of Judgies Brits. There's going to be a Google form link
Best of Judgies Brits.
British.
in the description. Go down and leave your favorite bits that we've done. We'll do a tournament, a bracket, and it'll be fun, good times.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's for the weekly bonus episode. I was just there. I could have just done it.
I was going to line it up with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, this is
Editor's gotcha.
Okay.
edit her. Anywho, that's important.
About it.
4 years.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's almost as old as me, really.
Because I'm a baby. I'm just a little baby.
Dog years.
I don't like
Dog
none,
years.
I don't like none of that.
I'm 28 in podcast years.
I thought you were 29.
I'm 29 in human years.
Mm-hmm.
28 in podcast years.
4 in dog years.
Gotcha.
P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350. Mail time, Erica.
Okay. Don't yell at me. I'm having a rough day.
Well, it's about to get a lot better because that's a TI 89 calculator.
No, it's not.
Casio.
Oh. The Judgies Mojo Dojo Casa Studio.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's super fun.
I like this.
It's just like my Discord name in our server.
What's your Discord name in the server?
Josh's Mojo Dojo Casa server.
Okay. Says, you can use my name. Couldn't shake this idea. Hope you guys like it. Please shout out the Etsy seller. It's not me, but they have cool stuff. And the Etsy seller is Crafty Penguin BC.
British
Columbia. How fun is that?
Doesn't say what their name is, though. Gotta tell you.
I think their name is Studio.
It doesn't tell me what your name is.
Sorry about that, bruv. But hey, we didn't
But that was really cool. Thank you for sending that to us.
We didn't just get a frickin' placard. We also got frickin' graduation invites.
Ooh.
Dearest Judgies. Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
I wanted to send you an invitation to my graduation party.
Pass.
Undergrad. Because you guys practically got me through college. I'm neurodivergent and socially inept and will also...
It's been 4 years.
We're graduating college. If you, well...
It's a Judgies graduation.
Some people graduate in 4 years. Other people
that's true. I didn't.
don't.
And that's okay.
That is okay. 4 years at Judgies University. That sucks. Who up got the bachelor's in Judgies right now?
Damn.
God.
Can you get a bachelor's in fine arts of podcasting? I'm
Pistonomics.
Okay.
Come back to me. I'll think of something.
Okay. I'm neurodivergent, socially inept, and was also a commuter, so I didn't make any friends in college. That sucks a lot. That's one of the big draws to college, unfortunately.
I don't have any friends from college.
You know what? I say this. I only have friends that Erica was friends with first from college.
That's because I find them and I reel them in, and then Christian keeps them around.
I'm the closer.
Hi, Molly.
You guys made me feel less lonely on my drives to and from college, so thank you.
You're welcome.
My degree is in English literature.
Ew.
Huge mistake, but I'm hoping it'll all work out. We'll see, I guess. Also, my senior thesis was about how we can study Joan of Arc in literature to see how women were treated during the era that a particular text was written.
You have to do a thesis for an undergrad?
Maybe for literature.
Maybe at that college.
I thought Erica might find this interesting.
That is
Pisses and kisses, Amber. Go Birds! Yes, I know they suck, but I have to say this, Josh.
ISU? Oh, Seahawks.
Who
Who are the Birds? Oh, go Eagles. The Eagles.
Yeah, I was going to say Philadelphia. Thanks, Amber.
I don't dislike the Eagles.
Way to frickin' graduate.
The Eagles get a lot of hate, but I don't dislike them. They got a lot of Colts, ex-Colts, like, stuff going on, so.
Okay, and Josh is all frickin' about that.
Also, I'm normally start to root for a team if I have a lot of people on my fantasy team.
Okay.
And I was sort of a Jalen Hurts truther.
Okay.
I got on the Jalen Hurts bandwagon early.
So did it Jalen Hurts to lose the frickin' chip?
Don't say chip. It doesn't make you seem cool or fun to be around or bi.
I'm not bi. My wife is. I am cool and fun to be around.
Okay.
It's true. Can
Just
confirm.
not in circles that are upset about losing the chip. Erica, thoughts on losing or winning the chip?
Yeah. Last weekend we had our volleyball tournament for the league that I'm in, and we got third place. I was pretty upset about it.
Got bumped
Ooh.
out.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, really.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Damn.
Not spiking.
He's kind of
it,
killing
so.
it over there.
Just not spike it. Speaking of Nets sports games, we watched Challenger in
Okay.
theaters. Can we say one thing? Movie theaters too loud. Why they gotta be so loud?
Oh God, Joshua.
Turn it down. And
This is
isn't
the
for me.
most
This isn't-
boomer take you've
this isn't
ever
for me.
had.
Literally,
This is
This-
you can really tell you're turning 30
This
in a
isn't
couple
for
of
me.
weeks.
It is for my autistic girlfriend. You guys are being ableist because I don't mind it as much.
Okay.
But Aurora has a bad time, mainly during the previews. The previews are so loud.
I will say previews. The problem with previews is every single one is, cut differently. So it does just fluctuate from deafening to being like, that was a reasonable volume.
We also just don't need to hear at, I don't know, 140 decibels a slowed down 80s song to make it sound scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like every fucking movie trailer has.
I don't think you quite know the decibel scale.
Why?
140 is like, I'm pretty sure, a jet taking off next to you.
Yeah, it was a little thing called an exaggeration. I mean,
Erica,
He just doesn't
a
get
rock.
it.
let's look back
I-
through
you-
the last 4 years. Has Josh ever exaggerated?
Never, not once.
I was a safety officer. I understand the decibel scale. A rock concert can get up to 140 degrees. Decibels. Oh my God, this is insane. I feel like I'm being gaslit actively.
I'm not even doing anything.
Maybe you shouldn't have said I'm not cool or chill to be around.
I said it makes you seem like you're not cool or be around or in.
So anyway, we don't just bicker on this podcast. Sometimes we podcast on this podcast, and what that entails is us going online and finding some silly stories. And sometimes Christian does that.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Josh tried to pivot away from that for several weeks. Erica picked up the slack, and now Josh is freaking peeved about it. Did you see how peeved he was? I did a flashback to that.
Sometimes we podcast on this podcast, and
Hey. This,
sorry,
I need a flashback.
to 2 seconds prior.
Can we get a picture-in-picture of Josh being peeved, actually?
Hit that instant replay, Cotton.
The biggest problem is it's going to take me longer to find like a rewind noise than it is to like make the bit.
I always use the Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
I do have that sound effect.
Yeah. I used it this episode, actually.
Wow.
Which we do. Yeah. Cut back to the last episode where I used it because Erica, I need to get your honest opinion.
Oh no, what did I do?
Well, last week you said that the Taylor Swift bracelets were cool.
Okay.
And you said that before.
I did, yes.
And I went back and checked the tape.
And?
It's indecisive to me. Because
Really?
I'm talking about it and you're like, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Okay, now wait. Now, didn't I later then say it sounds like I'm being condescending, but actually I do think it's cool?
Editor, you're going to have to check the tape. I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
checking the tape on that one.
I genuinely do think that the friendship bracelets is like a fun, cool thing to do at a concert. Like, that's a really cool community thing.
Thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter?
Don't really know her.
Love
This
her.
is insane. This is insane to me. How do you not know anything?
I don't listen to pop music.
How
Joshua.
about it's TikTok things?
Okay, but she's not on my Joshua. My TikTok
But you
is
claim to be-
home improvement, DIY,
Yeah.
gardening, sometimes silly, goofy, stupid things that Christian reposts, and that's it.
Okay, and what did you say your wife was
Sometimes
earlier?
drama.
Bye.
So why do we not have any Chapel Roan? We don't have any Sabrina Carpenter. Do you even know what Scrutiny is?
No,
Insane.
I don't know what to tell you, Josh.
Boom.
You're
I
old.
have Danae Hayes and her wife, and I've got Bryn, who's a bisexual queen, currently dating Mario.
Oh, so she knows who Sabrina Carpenter is?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know what else you want me to do here.
How do
How
you
about
feel
you
about our improv closing songs?
Who's?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Nonsense outros.
I don't even know anything about her.
Hey.
Also,
don't-
what does that have to do with my bisexuality?
I'm just saying.
Well, they're a monolith.
yeah, all bi people are a monolith. That's true. That's the only group of people that are a monolith.
Unfortunately.
They're invisible,
Thank
which
you.
is why Bi Visibility Week is so important, and they're a monolith.
Okay. Well, anyway, Christian's gonna read some stories.
It's just, it's confusing because you hear the word bi. You don't think it could possibly be a monolith. It's...
Cerebral, really.
Thank you. R/am I the asshole?
Yeah, probably.
Am I the asshole for getting pissy when my wife ate my food? My 30 male wife, 29 female,
Age gap.
is pregnant with our first kid, and I think it's been going pretty smoothly. She's due in August, and if you're lazy like me and don't want to do the math, that's 5 months of being pregnant.
Thank you.
My wife, as any woman, has had her pregnancy cravings, which was ice cream and potato chips. After work, I would just run out to get them, not out of my way or an issue, really. But yesterday after work, I was heading to get takeout from a steakhouse and asked my wife if she wanted anything.
Takeout from a steakhouse.
Insane. Too expensive for how shitty it's going to be once you get it home.
Yeah, I feel like that defeats the purpose.
She said she was cooking at home and was fine. No, this is around 5 p.m. It's insane that you're still like, oh, I'm going to still get steakhouse takeout.
Well, it was a blooming onion from Outback, really.
There's no way
It's gonna
that
be so
survives.
soggy on the time you get it home.
I eat it on the way there.
I eat on, yeah, you eat on the way back to your house. It's a finger food. That's the whole point.
Did your family ever, that famous chicken restaurant around here?
Okay.
Did your family ever?
The one that's closed?
No,
Oh, okay.
the other one,
Gotcha.
the world famous one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did your family ever get that to go and like pick it up and drive it back home?
I think I've only eaten there with you guys, so no.
Huh.
What? You guys were the one that's closed family?
No, we never went there.
Going to a fried chicken family.
You're not a fried chicken family?
KFC family?
We went to the gas station to get our fried chicken.
Shut up.
I do hear gas station fried chicken slaps. I've never had it.
We never,
No.
or like, we'd get it from a grocery store. We didn't like grow up in this area, so like,
There's no nostalgia.
yeah, there
attached
was
to it.
no weekend. We didn't. My parents don't have friends, so it's not like they heard from anywhere that was cool and fun to go to.
That's wild because it's So good. Anyway, it's like a 30-minute drive from that restaurant to like my grandma's house, and they would get Crispies. You know what Crispies are?
Sure.
Can you describe what Crispies are to
Yeah,
to
when
the
you
folks?
put chicken into a deep fryer, some of the batter comes off and comes to the top. Normally, you use a strainer to take that stuff out and throw it away because it burns and it tastes like shit. But restaurants around here would scoop that out and keep it and
Serve
then
it as
serve
an
it.
old
They
appetizer.
charge people for it. It's free, but it's included in the price. And then you use pickle chips to pick up the little batters with the chips of pickles and then eat them.
And you call them Crispies.
How many calories do you think is in a single boat of
It's
Crispies?
just oil and batter, so I'm gonna
With some
guess
chicken
a lot.
flavoring.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot.
It's just like a solid.
The flavoring is
3,000.
from the dirty grease.
Ooh.
Really?
Dirty chicken grease. Anyway,
Right.
on whoever went to pick up the chicken, you also got an order of mushrooms, and you would eat mushrooms and Crispies on the way home, and nobody else would get any.
That was your reward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you went to get the chicken, that was like the unspoken rule that's what was happening.
That's funny.
Crispies in the car is insane.
Yeah,
That's so messy. The issue with fried food in general is it just makes you stink.
True.
You know, I worked at the closed one for like 2 years.
that's why I'm shocked that you guys didn't eat there.
I
I
never
think
even
that
ate the
burnt
chicken
you.
while I was there, really.
Weird.
I just had pizza.
It was the best.
I mean, it was good.
He
it was
was
really
the pizza
good.
boy.
Oh, the pizza there's the worst.
Not
No,
the way I made
there's-
it. Not the way I made it. Pickle
There's this-
pizza with a little bit of
I was
ranch.
about to say, didn't you eat a pickle pizza? That was like your thing. Back to the story, guys.
Sorry, that was a tangent.
That was a huge tangent.
That was mostly a tangent for us. You can cut it, really.
I'll think about it. She said she was cooking at home and was fine without getting food. No, this was around 5 p.m. No problem, I thought. So I go get my food and I'm ready to eat when I get home. Upon first sight, my wife immediately starts asking for some. Do we think that's going to get picked up on the mic?
No, because I barely heard what you were talking about.
Okay, which annoyed me. My wife immediately started asking for some, which annoyed me. But it's whatever. I gave her a few bites and gave myself a few bites before heading to shower. I know it's weird to have some food and then shower, but I didn't finish it, so it's okay. What an insane... Who showers in the middle of a meal?
I don't think
Just-
it's that weird.
Just finish eating and then take a shower, or take a shower and then eat. I don't understand why you need to eat some, take a shower, come back to it.
I
That
don't
just
think it's-
seems inefficient.
You're defending a mid-meal shower?
I took one a day.
That seems so inefficient. And Joshua, you're like the efficiency king.
Are you eating on the toilet? At a minimum? Thank God.
I got home at like 2:30 today, and then for my dentist appointment,
I was just about to make that joke.
and then I started building a grill, which took fucking. All the reviews were like, "This takes forever to build," and they weren't wrong. It took me about 3 hours, and it was like 5:30, and I had to shower, so I started to eat something, got in the shower, got back out, and finished eating.
What were you eating?
Well, I mean, I ate like a little bit.
Was it a snack?
I had a little bit of macaroni and cheese, sue me.
Ew.
And then I went in the
might sue
shower,
you,
and then we came
actually.
back out, and I had a tortilla with peanut butter in it. Is that okay?
I just feel like
See,
you had
that's
two different
different.
snacks.
Yeah.
But
you
it's still like my dinner.
No.
No, I think this guy has a plate of food,
Yeah.
took some bites,
And
then
then
went
was
to
like-
shower, came back, and ate the rest of the plate.
I'm just saying it's not that weird.
I'm saying that it is.
It's incredibly
it's
weird.
takeout.
It's
so
incredibly
just
weird.
fucking eat it and then go about your business.
To say it's incredibly weird is such a weird line to draw from you guys.
This is such a weird defense you're running.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because like my fat ass, I'll go and get fucking food and then get it in the fucking to-go container and go home and eat it. So like maybe he got full a little bit, took a shower, made some room from jostling around, and then he wanted to eat some more steak and some potato.
Nah.
10 minutes later after my shower,
A fast shower.
by the time I'm back to
Fast
the
shower.
dinner table,
This is pro him.
the container is basically fucking ravaged. And my wife said, may I add sheepishly, she ate it because she was hungry. Even though I specifically asked if she wanted anything, I was actually kind of annoyed by it and said, you're not funny, before just having to go make something else. After I made my plan B dinner, my wife came up to me apologizing. But I was still bummed out about that steak and just said whatever.
A Plan B dinner is just a wire coat hanger and mashed potatoes.
Yuck. I guess she was upset that I was upset because she gave me a face and then walked away. I eventually told her that it was no big deal, and I think that made her feel better. But I still feel bad, so am I the asshole?
What did he say to her?
I mean, he basically said it's not funny that she said she was hungry sheepishly. And then he said, whatever, while storming off to make a different meal. And then when she came up to apologize, he's basically told her it's whatever, it's no big deal.
I think you're fine, man. What do you? I mean,
Yeah.
I think she was an asshole here a little bit, if I'm being for real. But she's pregnant, so it's like,
It's a hard defense to play. Yeah.
well, it's just like,
or a hard defense to beat.
yeah, I don't know. It's like, who amongst us hasn't dated anybody ever and like asked him like,
Can
do
I
you-
have a bite?
yeah, it's always like they're gonna eat a little bit of your fries, or like you have a bite of their thing. Like it's not that weird.
I still think there's multiple weird things going on. I won't bring up one of them because I can tell tensions are a little high on the couch right now. But the fact that your wife is like, I'm making dinner at home, and you're like, oh, I'm still getting takeout.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she like made dinner, you got dinner just for yourself, and then she ate yours, but then you also had to make more dinner.
A
afterwards.
third dinner?
Now that's inefficient. Why
Yeah.
are we making 3 dinners tonight?
All of the whole story was inefficient.
Not yeah.
Thank you. Fair.
It started with getting takeout from a steakhouse.
Insane, which is insane.
Don't go to a steakhouse. Was he talking about Steak and Shake? And he was just trying to
Okay, he's
zhuzh
playing
it up in Christian's words.
That is a good
A
word.
little judging.
How do we think we spell the word zhuzh?
I think it's like Judgies.
Okay. I'm actually incredibly on board with
The
this.
Judgies.
That looks like a long story, brother.
Yeah, and I did the classic Josh where I read some of them like that's pretty good. But now I'm looking at it, it's long
Read
as
some of it
shit.
then.
r/dating. Hold on.
That was enough of it. You're right. You read some of it. That was enough.
Well, no. When I streamed the other day, I made sure I could use Reddit on the stream, so I had to turn like not safe for work mode off or whatever. So I couldn't even pull up this freaking story because it's so freaking NSFW.
Oh my gosh.
r/dating. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend is cheating on me.
Oh, probably.
I'm 33 female and my boyfriend's 31 male. And I'm pretty sure he's cheating on me. He's lied about druggies for 8 months behind my back, pretending to smoke Molly. You're getting lied to. I don't think you can do that. When he was actually really smoking meth. Now I was disgusted by both, so one is not better than the other. Arguably one is better than the other.
Yeah.
But from the beginning of our relationship, I always said, don't ever do meth or heroin or I will leave you. 14 years into our relationship, no ring or marriage, might I add. He decided after having 2 kids with me and a nice life, he's going to go around and fuck it all up and use drugs. Well, I found out about it all, and I asked for some reassurance in our relationship because he swears he'll try and quit. But I'm having a very hard time trusting someone who's spent the last 8 months, maybe longer, lying about his drug use. So I asked to look through his phone because now I'm wondering if that guy cheating. Now I have to look through his phone because now I have that gut feeling that he's cheating. And I had a gut. They're so bad at writing.
They're high on Molly, fucker. She smoked all of his stash.
Well, he can't do it if it's all gone.
So I asked to look through his phone because now I'm wondering if that gut cheating feeling I had was right. So I asked and flipped the fuck out, and he would not let me get into it. He refused and then tried to gaslight the fuck out of me. So my question is, should I have given his phone over, or should we end all this shit? Or is maybe he in the right? In saying that you even think he's in the
You
right.
should have broken up 2 paragraphs ago.
Yeah.
Is that the long one?
No,
No.
that was the short
Oh.
one.
That was a wild ride. 14 years. And then you're just going to start doing meth.
I mean, realistically, I feel like he was probably doing meth before that.
It does sound like that.
And he just got caught. And then once he got to the level of like gaslighting of / lying of being like, no, it's just Molly. You're cool with Molly, right?
Listen, this is such a stupid story.
This is what healthline.com says about smoking MDMA, the band.
Okay.
That's MGMT.
MTKO.
It says, due to its chemical makeup, the salt form of MDMA doesn't handle the heat of a flame very well. Technically, you could smoke it, but you likely wouldn't get high. So no. No, then.
What a crazy lie. I mean, I guess if you're not like a person that participates in drugs,
Yeah.
I guess I could see how you're getting lied to about it, but like, I don't know. If I said I was smoking Molly, would you be chill with that?
No. No, I wouldn't.
I feel like most drugs past weed of smoke. You wouldn't be cool with me smoking cigarettes. And they're
I'm not,
arguably cool
yeah.
as hell.
Not even a little bit of crack cocaine?
No.
That's a little bit.
a little bit.
No.
Oh my God, Erica, you're so lame.
You know, if that's what you want to do, you go ahead and do that. But me and Oli are going to bounce.
Well, Oli's doing it too. It makes it. You've
Absolutely not.
seen how sick a toddler looks with a little bit of crack pipe in his hand.
We're in
A
so
little
much trouble now.
bit.
Absolutely not.
It looks very mature for his age.
No.
Sophisticated, sleek, elegant.
Not even a little.
You should have broke up with him when he was hiding the drugs, regardless of if he's cheating on you.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's already over. Secondly, speaking of looking old for your age, we went to go see Challengers. I didn't talk about it yet. We got something happened here.
You got distracted by a lot of movies.
Very good movie.
Okay.
Pretty sexually, like, it was like the whole movie is, hey, by the way, this is sexual tension.
Hey, you're gonna have a freaking boner half the time.
It was a very good movie. When we went to go in, I bought the tickets online, go into the movie theater, and the lady's like, "Can I see your ID?" And I was like, in my mind, I was like, they were checking to see if when I scanned my ticket that was who I was. Show her my ID, and then Aurora's trying to pull her ID out, and she goes, "Oh no, he's old enough to bring you in." And I was like, "What? What are you? We just got card. I'm 30. And I'm getting carded to take my 27-year-old girlfriend to go see a rated R movie."
Ooh, age gap. Weird.
It was just like, to hear you're old enough to bring her. Like, how old do you think she is?
Here's the problem.
Aurora does look young.
She doesn't look 16.
Here's the
I
problem, Josh.
agree, but
She's stopped 4 groomers this week. And now you're mad that she's doing her job.
Well, I didn't say anything to the worker, but I left her boss a real certain way worded email.
And it does fall under ACAB.
wrote him a onion letter.
No, it truly does fall under
A
ACAB.
what onion? A what onion? A what letter?
An onion letter?
What's an onion letter?
Like the opposite of an orchid letter?
What's
the
an
fuck is
orchid letter?
You
That was if you said orchid letter first and then you told me onion letter, I'd be like, maybe I've heard of that. But to be like, no, it's more her of cousin, the orchid letter.
No, you didn't learn about that in like computer class or typing class?
Huh?
In my typing class in high school, our teacher taught us to write like
Complaints?
basically that's what an onion letter is you're writing a formal complaint to a company or whatever, and an orchid letter is the opposite. So you're writing this person did a great job, I'm very happy with my service or whatever.
Wow.
Interesting.
An onion letter and an orchid letter.
I don't think I've ever written either. So
No.
Yeah, no, but she was a Karen.
sure.
Your teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was she old as shit?
Yeah.
This sounds like something that would have come from like the bygone days of like secretary school.
Yep.
I do need to take back what my last sentence said, which is I've never written one of those, because this week I wrote
You did not.
because I've ordered merch 3 times from Hassan Piker's merch shop, ideology.shop. And the first time I ordered it, I got it and it was fine. The second time I ordered it and it got shipped to the wrong PO box or to the wrong address. And so I emailed them. I was like, it's shipped to this wrong address. And they're like, sorry, we'll refund you. But that was it. And I was like, okay. The next time I ordered it, it like fucked up. And I emailed them after like 2 months and they were like, I don't know, we'll just refund you. We're out of stock now. And I was like, that's insane. Ordered it this time and it had been like 2 months since I ordered it, and I emailed them and I was like, "Hey, ordered this. Here's my order number. What's going on? I would like to receive my merch." And then they responded and they were like, "Oh yeah, we just get to them in the order they were received. So eventually, your order will get fulfilled."
Someday.
And then like 20 minutes later, I got a notification that it got shipped out. And I was like, "Yeah, that's right. I got fucking expedited to the top of the list."
Okay.
It's been 2 frickin' months. Give me my goddamn union-made shirt. So
It's crazy that you had to throw that in because now technically this is an anti-union discussion, right?
No, I just think the website's like not great.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's one guy in his freaking bedroom, like, fuck.
Yeah.
This Joshua creep is bugging me out.
But I wasn't mean. I would never be mean. I was just like, "Hey, here's my order number. What's going on here?"
Okay.
Sort of Crazy Frog-esque.
Really?
Yeah.
This one comes from r/nostupidquestions.
Long time.
Why does my boyfriend want me to hold his balls while we sleep at night?
While you're sleeping? This is... Aurora, can I say this? Oh, she's not over there. This is Aurora's dream.
Holding your balls while you sleep?
This is my... Can I say that? It's my nightmare.
It's cute, don't get me wrong, but I don't get why he wants me to do this. He doesn't want me to hold his dick, saying it's too sensitive or it's too arousing for long-term holding, but used to ask so regularly for me to hold his nuts while he sleeps that now I just do it every night. Does anyone else here want their balls held or what? Or want their partners to hold their balls while they sleep? And if so, why?
Do we have an answer from the comments?
No, not much.
I'm interested in the technique. Is it a cup?
Are
we
we-
going
are
over
you
the
big
balls?
Is this a spooning
Is it-
situation?
yeah.
Are you facing each other?
Is it a
and-
reach around? Is it a reach behind? Like, are we cupping? Are we like constricting?
Okay.
Are we doing like 2 hands and pulling them apart? Like,
Are you caressing? Are you
Ewan's
petting
cradling
it?
him?
yeah, like what's the technique? Because I'm a side sleeper,
Same.
Okay.
and so if I understand if you're a back sleeper, how access to the balls would be better. Mm-hmm. But in
Yeah.
almost any other scenario, I feel like it would be hard.
Imagine being a stomach sleeping and then they're coming from behind and under. It's kind of scary.
Actually, no, I do. That sounds hot.
Also,
actually.
I twitch when I'm falling asleep. So
Yeah.
just imagine you've got your balls in my hand and I fucking go, "Ugh," and in my sleep. They're getting ripped off.
Editor, you do need to cut that. We don't need Erica giving JOI instructions onto the camera.
We'll blur it out.
Giving what?
You don't know what JOI is?
No.
Come on.
Explain it to my wife.
Can you count down from 5?
5, 4.
Don't actually do it! That's JOI!
What?
That's jerk off instructions.
There's like a genre of porn where like a woman like talks you through like jerking off.
And-
Okay.
People will comment on like women's TikToks, like, can you count down from 5? And then they'll do it, and it's like counting down for you to come, giving you permission to come. This is insane that you don't know this.
Why would I know this?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought you were a dom.
What were we talking about? Oh,
Holding
Aurora.
balls.
Did you actually? Because
Teehee.
Aurora would sometimes fall asleep and be like, hand on my back, and then when she would fall asleep, she would do that.
yes,
And
that's
just
what I'm
start
saying.
digging into my back, and I would have to like, I would write an onion letter to her, an onion text, like, you in the morning you're gonna read this and you're gonna feel so sorry for me.
There's a lot of people saying it's nice for a small amount of time, but all night is entirely too much.
It is too much.
And then there's other people saying, but what about grabbing a titty while you sleep? That's nice.
I am pro that.
All night?
Well, at least while I fall asleep.
Yeah, it gets too sweaty.
That was what I was gonna say about the balls. Like, you're gonna have the sweatiest, smelliest hands in the morning.
It's, I mean, regardless of if you're shaved or not, it's gonna be bad.
Even if you've freshly showered, balls are just like a very warm spot of your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah. Actually, they're colder than everywhere else, if you believe that.
I do believe that because I've taken anatomy and physiology.
This is
But they're still sweaty.
This is an insane post from someone named Lorio 1964. I'm guessing that's their age. So they're pretty old.
Sure.
I didn't know that a guy had to ask for this. I just automatically did it for my 30-year marriage. Now when I sleep with my boyfriend, I do it for him too. And if we spoon the other way, he does it for me.
Spooning.
And then somebody says he holds your balls, and they reply, nobody gets to hold my autographed Red Sox ball, but he can hold my vagina, which is I think is insane to me. I don't.
What do you grab? Again, are we like bowling balling it and just being in there all night?
Which is insane. I feel like that's a harder sell for me than the balls or the boobs thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Or are you like
No.
shuffling through some documents here.
because it's gonna if you're spooning, it's gonna be crooked, not crooked, sideways. I don't know. It's so strange. Such a surreal story, Christian, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I found some weird ones, huh?
A little bit.
Weird first half,
Yeah,
strange back half.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's get to it then.
See you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome back to this side of the frickin' pod.
Some people have been saying the better side of the frickin' pod.
Thank you. I've been arguing that for the last 4 years. And Erica, what does this side of the pod always come with?
Guacamole.
I was gonna. Why are we like on the same page tonight? I was.
This is
guacamole was on the tip of my tongue, but then I was like, no, I should probably like not make a joke.
Why?
I don't know. I gotta leave the jokes for Josh. He doesn't get enough.
Circle Jerdge. What the hell? It's the Circle Jerdge.
That's right, Erica.
Quick aside,
Okay.
that was really quiet, and it's
Okay.
always really quiet
It
when
is
I
always
listen to
really
it.
quiet.
Like
Okay.
you barely hear it on Spotify.
I boosted up.
Unfortunately, I boost down the entire soundboard because normally it's ear piercing.
I agree, but I can't hear it at all.
Circle Jerdge. What the hell? It's the Circle Jerdge.
Wow.
Look at that.
Real quick aside, a little too loud on that.
Okay.
So
I'll knock it down.
thank you.
I'll knock it down a notch.
Knock you down a notch.
What the hell? For this week's Circle Jerdge, we're getting a exclusive, all new 100 IQ move.
Have we done that before?
No.
No,
This is brand new.
Oh,
that's why I said exclusive. All new.
yeah, that makes sense.
Erica, do you know like the meme or the internet saying of like a 400 IQ move? You ever heard of this? You heard about this? Seen this?
No.
That's crazy.
This is insane. You really haven't? No. You don't? Do you get the idea if somebody says like that is a 400 IQ move?
Uh-huh.
Like it was really smart,
Yes,
like cerebral,
yep.
thought out.
Uh-huh.
This one's called a 100 IQ move.
So really dumb.
Not really dumb.
100 is
100's
average.
the average.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a really pretty mild move.
Okay.
It's expected, really.
And I got a list of them here that I think are like brilliant genius, but still 100 IQ move. Starting in the middle square on tic-tac-toe,
100 IQ.
100 IQ move.
Anywhere else, and it's very low IQ.
Well, anywhere else, it's like you're fucking trying too hard.
Yeah.
Come on. We get it. You start in the corner, you automatically win. That's not even fun at that point.
I don't think that's even true, really.
It is.
Not the way I play tic-tac-toe.
Setting a reminder on your phone to do something and then proceeding to ignore it.
That's very you coded.
And I
100
would
IQ.
say that's a 100 IQ move.
So you ignore the alarm.
I ignore the monthly reminder to send you utility bills for tax purposes. I ignore the monthly alarm to change the filter in my heater. I ignore the monthly alarm to pay off my credit card. I ignore a lot of monthly alarms.
That's weird because I've automated all of those things.
Yeah, it sucks, huh? You think it would be easy. Not in my fucked up dark brain. Watching a film series over reading the book.
Wow, that's a hot take. I feel like that's a 100 IQ move.
I would say
Wait,
so.
did you say watching the film over reading the book?
Yeah.
100 IQ move. No,
Yeah.
I was thinking the opposite.
Yeah, no, that would have...
Okay, so I will do one or the other. I can't, if I've read the book, I can't watch the movie. And if
Interesting.
I have watched the movie, I will not read the book. Not
Have
that
you-
I can't read the book, it's that I...
Have you ever just tried... Have you ever just like try to convince yourself that's like, it's not the same thing?
Yeah, and
It doesn't work?
I can't.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a lot. I like doing it. I like watching the film and then reading the book. I like it in that order more.
I do too.
Especially when it comes to films where, and I do that honestly. It comes to films, that is. Mm-hmm. We watch Challengers. Yeah.
Zendaya threesome scene not actually in it?
No, it's in there.
Is that hot?
Yeah. Arguably the hottest film. But not. I'm not going to spoil it. But
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that later.
Does Zendaya's threesome scene? They're teenagers, fuckers. They're in high school. When
I
that
see the way she
Is it
grabs
really?
her thighs.
Anywho, what was I even saying?
Watching movie, reading book.
Oh, so a book like Ready Player One, which I know I've dragged on the podcast before, and I've gotten anger message about it, onion letters, really. The movie is so different from the book to where it feels like a completely different thing. So like that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I can't do that because when I read a book, it plays as a movie in my brain.
Yeah.
And then when I see the movie and they change things, I can't do that. And then if I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, here's the movie. I've seen it in my brain now. And then when I go to read it, it doesn't play the same.
That's
and
crazy.
I can't do it. It fucks me up.
It's especially crazy to me because I feel like I say I do this with movies and books. I more do this with anime and mangas. But usually, like, you watch the TV version or the movie version, and it's like, oh, that was pretty good. And then you go read the book, and it's like, that was so much fucking better. Almost every single time, I'm like, that was so much better.
Yeah.
I could get how it's hard to do it in the reverse way.
We watched The Magicians, and then I went to read the book, and it was fucking dog shit.
I do hear he's a little bit of a misogynist.
Not a little bit, a lot of it. And they fucking changed the name of one of the main characters for the show.
Hey,
You're going to hate
you're
your
gonna
body.
hate Three Body Problem. What
Well,
about
I
video
didn't read
games?
that one. What do you mean?
Movies and video games.
Well, I really don't play a lot of video games. So
Because you never played like Fallout or
I never
anything.
played Fallout, but I watched it.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? The video game.
Well,
Super Mario Brothers.
I didn't
no,
see
Ellie
that.
Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I never played that either.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. But
What about Assassin's Creed?
I've only played that like once, but not enough to like
The
remember.
movie's not good.
The movie's really bad.
Oh. I hear that they're supposed to be making a Gears of War
Yeah, they
TV
are.
show. And I'm very interested in that.
That'll be the true test.
Because
for you.
that will be the true test for me because I love that series. And I've played that more than any other video game.
Yeah.
So
What a surprising game to be like your favorite game.
More
Why?
than Sims, you think?
no.
It's just like such a manly, like macho man thing, and then it's like your favorite game is. It's kind of funny. I like the game. I'm not saying
It's an
anything about the
excellent game. Joshua?
Yeah.
You
I
like
haven't-
it?
I haven't played it since probably 2, but
Oh, Gears
Maybe
2.
3. Maybe
Gears 2
3.
is very good. Gears 4 is my favorite.
yeah, I was never an Xbox guy, so I only played it when I had my brother's Xbox to play it on.
Back to the Jerdge sesh.
Nah,
Googling how to spell a word.
it's very 100 IQ.
Well, what if you're playing like a game like Scrabble or Bananagrams or Boggle or something where you need to know the exact spelling of a word?
Unfortunately, Erica, what you described is exactly a 100 IQ move. The way you framed it was like, I don't know how you could have described a more 100 IQ move.
It's kind of cheating though.
No. You already write the word down and you just have to check that you're right.
So what if you're wrong? Do you not get to play it?
No, then you lose the points.
Oh, okay.
Forgetting to call Uno.
Forgetting to call is a 100 IQ move.
Yeah.
I think
So would a 400 IQ move be then calling out the other person that forgot it?
It would be more you like planning out, being like, I can tell this fucker's not even paying attention. He doesn't even realize he's at 3 cards. I'm going to purposely lay down a red because I know it's going to hit with the reverse. Then I'm going to hit him with the second red. And guess what? I know he has another red going.
And then he just wins the game.
And then you call Uno on him because he's not paying attention. That's a 400 IQ move. That's against a 100 IQ player.
which again is normal.
Which is normal.
Okay. And when it all backfires, that was now a 0 IQ move.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Somebody on this couch might not like this one. Adding flavoring to water to trick yourself into drinking a little more water.
Oh, it's a 100 IQ move for sure.
That's a 100 IQ move.
Yeah, same thing with diet drinks.
Yeah.
You're just like a little sweet, but it's not bad for me.
I don't like flavor packets for water. I think they're gross.
Some are good.
It depends.
I haven't never had a good one.
Have you ever had...
Except for lemonade.
I was going to say lemon. It's an acquired taste.
Have you had a 0-calorie raspberry iced tea packet?
Yeah, it's gross.
What the fuck?
You get used to it.
Yeah, that's insane.
I would rather just drink water. It tastes better by itself.
Well, so I don't know if I said this on the podcast. I had the metal aluminum bottle, and it just wasn't hitting for me, and I had it for a long time. And
Give
then
me the BPAs.
I bought this bigger one, this plastic one blender bottle, and now I'm chugging this shit. I need the microplastics.
I looked at the warning label, and I was like, they're not warning me of shit. This thing's got to be terrible for me.
Blender bottle would never lie.
This one might be controversial. Buy high, sell low.
Incredibly controversial. 100 it's a very
I hear that Bitcoin's doing good. I got to get in now. And then once I see it's crashing, I'm going to feel bad and I need to get the fuck out.
a one to tack on here is like always betting for your favorite team to win.
Thank you.
Betting for the favorite of the horse that's about to the favorite. That's your 100 IQ.
This one comes from Josh. Get a few quotes before making a big purchase.
Yeah.
Just go with the first quote. You don't need the other two.
Yeah.
Forget about it. The thought that's really what counts. You just have to threaten and be like, oh, I got another quote coming up, and they'll for sure give you the best price they can.
I called a local. It was kind of a weird website. Like I was looking for someone to clean out my gutters, non-sexually.
Dang.
But their website's like inside house cleaning, also gutters, also pressure washing, mega clean. Like they'll just come in and do like a mega house clean once. And it was, the array of services they offered was crazy. And I had a conversation with them and I was like, do you use my hose for the pressure washer? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, you can't do that. My iron pipes are so rusted on the inside that my hose gets no water pressure out of it. And she's like, well, we could rent a tank. I was like, not important. I'm mainly worried about my gutters being cleaned out.
Interesting.
And I will not get a second quote. No matter how much money it's going to be.
Hey, that's the thought that
I'm
counts.
either using them or I'm not.
Okay. Well, let me know how they do because we've got a gutter issue as well.
You need someone to clean your gutters?
Are you going to come do it for us?
No.
When you're having a little ice cream treat, use a smaller spoon so you get more bites. You're getting more ice cream.
This is a Christian staple.
This is a Christian staple. I do think all dessert should have a tiny little spoon. That way you get more bites of the dessert.
Yeah.
Do I want 3 bites of a cake or 100 little bites of the cake?
It's like torture. I think I'd rather have 3 bites of a cake.
Yeah.
Sounds like a full afternoon, actually.
A little too hyperbolic with that one.
Final one. Driving a 2004 Toyota Camry that has 280,000 miles on the fucker.
That's a pretty 100 IQ move.
Why?
Because Christian does it. I want to make him feel good about himself.
No, he doesn't.
Because that fucker's
wait.
running forever and it was such a good, affordable car. Why the fuck would I upgrade at this point?
Yeah.
I always mix up Volkswagens and Toyotas.
Our Volkswagen is a 2012.
Now it is.
The last one was a 2004. You are correct.
That's crazy. It's crazy that you guys both knew that.
Well, I didn't know that.
Okay,
Best.
fair enough. You made me look like a freaking fool. What do we think of the new one?
I love 100. I almost texted you today with one, but I forgot it.
I did ask Josh because I was panicking yesterday.
That was one in itself.
Very good. Yeah.
I was panicking yesterday because I was like, I only have like 4 of them written down. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to see this one through if I don't tell you to get the juices flowing. And he dropped a couple on me, and they were good. I only wrote down one of them. I forgot to write down the rest. 100 IQ move.
Because it's hard, because it needs to be, like we talked about this, it needs to be like self-deprecating in nature. Because you can't be like 100 IQ move, always using your seatbelt. And it's like, yeah, sure. You know? Like
At that point, it's like, why are you even telling me this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
You got any 100 IQ moves?
All my moves, baby.
Okay. Not letting pizza cool down?
It's very good.
All right. And
Wait,
hey,
here's a perfect one.
okay.
100 IQ move is getting a pasta from Olive Garden, but not eating it. Just
Okay.
immediately getting it boxed and eating the unlimited soup salad bread.
Listen.
Some would argue that's a 400
That's a
IQ.
400 IQ move.
I take a single bite and mix it up to make it look like I ate a little bit.
Just insane. That's a Josh level move. First
Yeah.
of all. That is the equivalent of 100 cake bites. That's the Olive Garden 100 cake bite
It
trick.
really is.
You remember when we did that the one time and they never brought me soup?
I do remember that. You were pretty upset.
I was fucking pissed.
You
'Cause
were
that
very
was,
hungry.
I didn't even eat. I didn't order. I only ordered soup.
Yeah.
Did the soup and salad.
I did the soup and salad and they only brought me one soup.
And wasn't it cold? Like it wasn't even hot or something?
Yes.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it.
I
Yeah,
was so
When I
fucking
think
mad.
their defense was like, oh, we're making new soup, and then they brought it out and it was cold soup. And it's like, what a sick defense he did there.
I didn't eat Olive Garden for like months after that. I was so mad. Anyway,
But hey, after the Circle Jerdge, we always followed up with a listener submitted story
Sometimes.
and sound. Sound first, then story, mostly.
Yep.
And this one comes to us from Sierra. Hi, Judgies. My name's Sierra.
Hello.
I'm actually the same Sierra that sent in the silly little sentences on one of your recent episodes.
cute.
Anyway, I heard you guys needed a listener sound, so I'm sending in a couple. Feel free to play which whatever one you like. The first one is a viral TikTok that I made that features me and a roommate reading some paperwork from the doctor that he sent home with us.
What are we talking? What's the benchmark for viral?
That's
A
a great
million
question.
views.
I don't know.
I
Figured I'd
sometimes
send it in since TikTok might be dying soon.
I sometimes see people talk about like
A
they'll
viral.
stitch something like this creator just went viral and it's got like 600,000 views and it's like I feel like that doesn't quite mean virality to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, you moved the goalpost.
Like when I think something is viral on TikTok specifically as a platform, it's like
Millions.
yeah, like millions of views.
Yeah.
Like we have in that regard only gone like viral like once or twice
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
Because I don't think most people on TikTok know who we are.
No.
Like everybody on TikTok knows who Sabrina Carpenter is because her nonsense outfits
Everybody.
always go viral. Do you know who JoJo Siwa is? No way. Are you fucking with me?
She's fucking with you.
Do you know her new song, Karma? Yes. Okay, so like she's viral.
Dream guest on our podcast. Do we think we can frickin' play it?
Probably my ex.
Can
I
we,
don't know. Let's go crazy with it.
can we get JoJo on this?
No way. I wouldn't want to, really. She's not a good person. She
That
like
does not surprise me.
Yeah.
she like
Even a
actively
little
is
bit.
best friends still with
James Charles.
James Charles and fucking Miranda
Miranda
Sings,
Sings.
whatever her name is.
Ah,
Like
Not only that, she also faked a pregnancy, an entire pregnancy on Snapchat.
JoJo Siwa did.
Yeah.
that's so sick.
She wanted to be a dance mom. Full circle.
Full
She was
circle.
like buying formula during a formula shortage.
During
and
the pandemic,
I don't know if it was. I don't remember.
had I don't know how old she is, but had she come out yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes more sense. But she also seems too young to be doing that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. She could be like 26, and I don't know.
I think she's like fucking 22, isn't
I
she?
think she's young.
All right, let's hear this freaking sound. You looked that up. We're gonna play the sound. We're not gonna play the second sound,
20.
unfortunately.
She's 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's younger than I would. I don't know. I
Birthday's
guess.
coming up May 19th, 2003. Should be 21.
Anyways, thanks for the fun listens at work. I enjoy it every Monday.
What increases the risk of major depressive disorder? Being female. Being female.
That
That's
cut off
very
at a
funny.
really unfortunate point. That could have been good.
Wait, that was just the audio from the that wasn't the TikTok.
No, it was just the audio from the TikTok.
Okay.
What increases the risk of major depressive disorder? Being female. Being female.
Yeah.
There was great potential there, Sierra. I like it. I like where you're going with it. Wish it was 1 second longer. I wish you didn't send me the Vine version. I wish you would have sent me the TikTok version.
Wow.
Because it's 6 seconds long, guys. Think
Right.
about it for 1 frickin' second.
We got it. It was another one of those 100 IQ statements.
Well, they were moves, not statements before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a 100 IQ statement, I guess. I will give you... I'll concede on it.
Thank you.
I'm Googling how to spell concede right now.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot find this TikTok.
That's quite all right, then.
Either it's not viral or TikTok search function is dog shit. It's definitely the latter. May
Ye-
also be the former.
That is my biggest gripe with TikTok is that once you miss a post, it's like you can never find it again.
Yeah.
If it was on your feed and it's like, oops, I accidentally hit back one too many times and now it refreshed my entire feed, it's like, that's gone forever.
My biggest gripe with TikTok is the shop. So
Fucking hate TikTok shop. And I hate the ads.
Do you hate using the shop or you hate the ads for the shop?
I hate that the shop exists.
Okay, fair enough.
That it's literally just people,
Shilling?
yeah, and getting like the smallest commissions on dog shit fucking product.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're gonna hate when you learn that I've been using a TikTok shop for the Judgies pod this whole time. Buy this coffee table from us. It's really high quality.
Should we do that? Should we open up a
No.
TikTok shop for our merch?
No.
And then in every episode or in every TikTok that we do, you just can
Okay.
click on it.
Aurora's bought stuff from the TikTok shop.
I
And
have
she's
bought a
liked it.
thing from TikTok shop.
She's got the, what's that? Did you not buy the African?
Exfoliating net. I also I didn't buy it from TikTok shop, but I did find that on TikTok, and then I went to their website,
Yeah.
and I have bought several of them.
They're nice. I like them.
I
Have you
love
used
them.
one? They're nice.
Hey, sue me.
Bar soap. Bar soap guy over here.
No.
I have switched to bar soap.
Regardless, you could still use the
Yeah.
other thing. But I just like a good old fucking loofah, like the normal loofah. You know what I mean?
This
I-
guy,
Here's the
100
thing.
IQ over here.
My loofah just turns into the exfoliating rag every time because mine just fucking falls apart every time I
You
use
gotta
a
get
loofah.
higher quality loofahs.
I feel this way because me and Eric will buy a loofah at the same exact time, and then like a month in, mine's fucking falling apart to nothing, and I'm like, "What are you doing different than me?
I was just say, what's up with your loofah
How
technique?
furiously am I scrubbing myself?
Except for your feet.
Well, the top of my feet. It's basically the bottom of my feet.
Insane.
The top's the stinkiest part.
Incorrect.
Hey, this listener story comes to us from Jane. You can use my first name.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, y'all. I love your podcast so much. I've been
Thanks.
listening and watching since before y'all even had videos on YouTube.
Wow, that's pretty.
Or video on YouTube. You know what I meant. Before we're doing frickin' videos, before you could see our frickin' mugs. I went to college for 1 semester before dropping out because I was like so depressed and miserable, but now I'm in cosmetology school, so y'all should hit me up in a year for a free hair service. P.S. Thank y'all. I listen every time so that I can feel less lonely and like I still have friends since I'm the only one home right now.
Good for you. Not the only one home right now. but like
giving us free hair
your-
service.
your progress in life is good for you. Proud of you.
I have so many embarrassing or funny stories I had picked up. I have so many embarrassing or funny stories that I had to pick one that isn't too embarrassing so that I wouldn't be judged too hard.
Did my phone is like in a constant loop of trying to reset itself. I hope my phone didn't just break.
Hey, I've been trying to switch over to an iPhone for the last 4 weeks, so. Okay. Want me to wait a second?
No.
Okay, so I was living in a dorm, and I had a lofted bed, but instead of like a cute lofted bed, it was just super tall, and you needed to use a ladder to get up into it. My bed was taller than me and super slick because it was one of those mattresses that come in a dorm like a prison bed. So anyways, I got played by this guy who I'd been talking to for about 8 months, and I was super upset about it. So I started hanging out with a new guy who was kind of cringe just to help me forget about it. He gave me the ick so much, but at least I was forgetting about the guy who played me. We would hang out and stuff in our cars because we both had roommates and lived in the dorms. One night, my roommate was gone, so I invited him to come back to my dorm. And I was also kind of wine drunk,
Okay.
which is like the prerequisite to hang out with any man. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah.
Anyways, I get the ick even more watching him try to climb the ladder up into my bed. Ew.
Have you seen the like people running with the same arm and leg?
Yes.
I imagine he's climbing the ladder with the same arm and leg, and also like way too in front of him.
Well, there's no chance you can only do this, I feel
Well, I
like.
mean, get the elbows out side to side,
Okay.
climb a ladder like a cholo.
Man spreading,
We get up into my...
But it's hotter.
It's hotter.
I guess.
We get up in my bed and we're just making out. And I guess I was more wine drunk than I thought. And I wanted him to leave. So I made myself fall off the bed.
What?
Then I hit my head on my table next to my bed
Ow.
on accident. And I was so embarrassed I didn't even know what to do. So for some reason I just laid there with my eyes closed silent, like I passed out from it.
Like you're a child?
For some reason this felt like the least embarrassing choice I had. And then he said something like, "What the hell?" and jumped off the bed, and instead of using the ladder, he jumped off and ended up slipping and ended up landing on my torso.
Ow.
I had no reaction to this. And he started freaking out and called his friend because I wasn't actually passed out and I heard every word that he was saying. It was so hard not to laugh or smile because then he checked my pulse and for some reason thought I was dead.
Oh my god.
Anyways, he eventually leaves, but I forget that he has to be signed out of my dorm, that I have to sign him out of my dorm before he can leave. So when he tries to leave, the RA and him end up coming to my dorm, knocking on the door.
Are we sure he didn't just tell the RA that you were dead?
Probably. That's most likely. They came to my door a few minutes later. I was already up and not pretending to be passed out anymore. And I opened the door because they're pounding on it. For some reason, I decided to pretend to not know him. Which they both knew wasn't true because I just checked him in like 20 minutes earlier. And it was the same RA working the front desk.
Sorry, I really hit my head on the table.
Even more embarrassing, I said, I mean, I don't know who this is, but I guess I'll check him out so he can leave. After this, he told people, which eventually got back to me, that I passed out and ended up getting amnesia and ended up forgetting who he was. Anyways, I hope y'all like this story. I'm sorry it's kind of lame. I can't give a more embarrassing one because I can't expose myself like that.
Sure you can. It's the internet.
I love y'all so much. I can't pick my favorite Judgie, but it's Erica, duh. But never stop making podcasts. I watch and listen all the time on YouTube and Apple Podcasts, and I watch all the time. I love y'all so much. I've been too scared to write in, but I just had to. Thought y'all might enjoy a laugh with this one.
That was a fun one.
That feels like that feels like a me thing to do. It really does.
That's Josh. I swear to God, I read this and I went, "This feels so Josh coded." To double down on a play, and it is just like a kind of. It's just slightly off. Like,
Yeah.
It's slightly askew, and then he's just, like, double down on it, and it's like...
It's like the lowest stakes. Yeah. Like, you didn't need to lie.
Yeah, it was... Dude.
It worked out though.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, he told everybody she got amnesia. Like that's what she's going for there.
What
I
a crazy
guess.
100 IQ move from that guy to be like, she had to have gotten amnesia. There's no way she just pretended not to know who I am.
I love the idea of him trying to check her pulse and doing it so incorrectly that he's like, she's dead.
Oh my God.
How do you miss a pulse?
And then the fact that he's
I
just
don't know, dude.
trying to leave instead of calling 911.
Yeah.
If he can't find a pulse and truly thinks that she's dead, he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna go.
That's
There's
pretty crazy.
no cameras in the hallway. She fell out of her bed herself.
That's really crazy.
I mean, she did, but
I guess, you know what? He had every right to leave. He was in no fault here.
I wonder if
She was already dead.
nope. There's
As far as he knew.
there's something about that legally. Like if you stumble upon somebody,
did your guys' bunks in dorm rooms have like walls on the edge of the bed so you couldn't just roll off?
No.
it had rails.
Did ours? I don't think so.
remember.
Mine did not.
You know what? I don't think it did.
Because I know I've almost fallen out of my bed in college.
Which is crazy that they don't, right?
No, because you're an adult.
But like, what if you're drunk, or like, what if you have a disability or something? Like, I guess probably if you would probably be in a handicapped accessible.
Yeah,
room,
you probably just want to have
potentially,
a lofted bed at that point.
But still, like, I feel like that's kind of crazy. I feel like the college could afford to put like one extra board.
yeah, I get it.
Wasn't it part of the loft kit though? It was like a railing?
I doubt it.
I don't know. My bed's never lofted, and we only had a few rendezvous at his dorm, so I don't remember.
You don't like my roommate.
He was weird, and he was disgusting.
He gave Christian tea, so
No, different roommate.
no.
This was my first roommate. This was the roommate that
Doom hoarded, neckbeard nested,
No,
kind of
he
zit on his
at what-
mirror.
he was a zit mirror
Zit on
guy,
the mirror.
and he was also
I genuinely thought these were all the same one roommate.
yeah. No, I went to
No.
college for a couple years, so I had different roommates.
Well,
Okay, first,
first of all, you went to a community college your first year.
yeah.
You also spent your senior year not living in a dorm,
Okay,
and I've met those roommates.
Yeah.
And so that leaves 2 years.
okay.
One of which you were an RA,
yeah.
or two of which you were an RA.
I was an RA for 1 year, but I lived
which
in.
means you had an RA dorm.
But I was in a weird kind of dorm, so I did have roommates.
he had
Okay.
3 roommates.
I actually I had like 5 roommates in that RA dorm. They
Sweet-
just kept
sweet
throwing new
mates,
people
really.
at me. Yeah, sweet mates.
Yeah. So I'm not the weirdo here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
Well.
But also the grossest thing, popping your zits on the mirror and then you have a gross mirror. It's like gross, but
It was so gross.
I'm a gross dude. I probably would do the same thing if I didn't have a girlfriend. The real gross thing is that he got a bloody nose. That's early on in the school year. He got a bloody nose. Trail of blood from his bed to the bathroom.
Sure.
Never cleaned it up a single time. Not until we moved out, he didn't clean up the blood on the ground. And it's like every time we're just like, oh, that's so fucking gross.
That's pretty crazy.
He was gross.
There's a streamer who goes by the name of Asmongold. Erica, do you know who that is?
Yep.
Zach Rar also streams as. He's known for living in fucking a neckbeard nest.
I'll just joking. I don't know who it is. Go on.
I know.
Okay.
He is a bad person, but also he has this picture that when he was like young, earlier in his streaming days, I think, of his room, and it's just trash everywhere, and there's like smears on his wall next to his bed,
Oh, no.
and people are like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's because my gums would bleed at night." And instead of getting up, he would like rub the blood off and wipe it on the wall and go back to bed. So there's just like blood stains down the side of his wall from like, his gums bleeding.
I gotta say, that sounds like a bad lie. I don't know.
Those were
blood,
boogers.
my gums don't bleed enough. Maybe I've never had enough blood in my mouth to where I'm like, oh, gotta get that out. And somehow using my fingers is gonna be enough to get it out of my mouth, and then wipe it on a wall.
Have you seen Asmongold's living situation?
I mean, I know he's like a fucking
He'll
slob.
he's been streaming and like been eating food, and will pull like a roach out of it and be like, ew, and kill it or throw it away, and then continue be like, well, I'm eating on the side that the roach wasn't on.
I have seen like somebody went and did like because he eats like the same meal every day, and it was like a dollar store steak that he microwaves, and it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's a disgusting.
And he's like a millionaire. It's insane.
He's one of the biggest streamers. Yeah, he's disgusting.
It's got to be honestly, it's got to be hard to keep living that lifestyle when you got money. I feel like. I guess
It's like it's an active choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. r/relationship _ advice. My husband, 20 male, punishes me, 19 female, with temperature.
Why are you guys married?
What kind of behavior is this considered?
Abuse.
Yeah,
He punishes her with temperature.
that's what the title says. This started off quite dumbly, but alas, my husband had smacked my butt after telling me he wouldn't.
I don't think you should be legally allowed to be married if you're using an adjective of, I guess, adverb of dumbly. I don't think that should be able to be in your lexicon and also your wed. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. A little bit. My husband smacked my butt after telling me he wouldn't. I got annoyed, less so because of him doing it and more so because he told me he wouldn't do it if I stood up to hug him. In short, I didn't think much of my light annoyance and went to work at my desk. I pulled a blanket over my shoulders, given it was considerably cold in the room. And then he got up from his desk, from across the room, and took away my blanket. I inquired why he did so, and he said I was mad at him anyway, so he might as well just give me a reason to be mad at him.
Huh?
This went back and forth for a bit because every time I would try to grab the blanket, he kept getting up from his chair to take it off of me and then throw it back on the bed. Eventually, I stayed consistent enough that he seemingly gave up and left the room. Seconds later, I could smell the heater was turned on. And not just a little either. It became very hot in our room. I assume he did this to force me to take the blanket off because of the heat. What is this kind of behavior considered? I found it very strange and troublesome, but can't place how.
Yeah, it's manipulation and abuse.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
straight up abuse.
The fact that you have to question the words "my husband" and "punishment" in a non-sexual, consensual way is insane. Insane. Your husband should not be punishing you.
Right. That's like, yeah.
He's not your parent.
Right. It feels like the parent dynamic. Very gross.
Yep.
Why are they? They're fucking 19. Why are you married?
You know,
They're probably like live in Provo. You know what I mean?
I thought that was like an acronym for something. Like that was specific. They're living that Provo life.
They're Provosexuals. They have to get married to have sex.
For those that don't know.
Everybody knows.
Oh, okay. I won't say it then.
Provo, short for provolone. They don't want to be alone, so they have. You can tell, America.
No, it's fine. Nobody likes to go to Utah anyways.
Idaho.
It's not Idaho.
Huh?
Well, it's because Idaho.
Right. I'm not the Ta.
Provo's in Utah.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Right next to Salt Lake City.
100 IQ over here. So
One last freaking nasty story before we.
we stayed in Provo when Sydney and I did our road trip. That's where we stayed. That was one of our hotel.
I think it's one of the two cities in Utah.
Coming to us straight from fan favorite, best of Redditor updates.
One last story, and then you're gonna read a long ass one.
I don't want to read the updates. I lied. This one coming to us from Today I Fucked Up.
Yes.
Today I fucked up by telling my boyfriend my fantasy.
Okay.
This is a real... This happened yesterday. My boyfriend, 29 male, and I, 27 female, were watching news coverage of a cleanup taking place in a nearby suburb after a tornado came through. There are a few firefighters assisting with cleanup, walking around and checking homes and helping people.
Are you anti cleanup after a tornado?
No, I just
So
remembered.
anti-tornado.
No, we watched a fucking
Challengers. We already talked about
We
it.
watched Challengers. There was a preview for a movie,
Firefighters.
and it was tornadoes were going off, starring is his name Anthony Ramos from Hamilton, and we were watching it. And it was a cheesy fucking bullshit.
Twister.
Nope, it was Twister. There was one tornado, and then it was, oh my god, there's a second tornado, and it goes Twister.
That's so sick.
Fucking stupid.
That's so sick. No, that's actually really fucking sick.
It's almost as bad as Twister. Like, that's how bad Twisters is as a name for a movie.
Twister's actually. We can probably quickly make a low budget.
Twister.
Fun fact: Twister's actually one of my favorite movies.
I think you've said that on the podcast before.
If it's on, if it's on the TV, I won't scroll away. I'll watch the whole thing.
That's Fat Bastard's favorite movie, too.
Who?
Fat Bastard?
Get in my belly.
The Scottish...
From Austin Powers?
Yeah. He says, you know what my favorite what's her name? Helen Hunt movie is? Mm-hmm. Twister. And then he gives the guy a titty twister.
Oh.
Hey, Christian, get back to the story. I didn't want to do this derailment. I was going to save it.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
Firefighters came out, blah, blah, blah. And I accidentally said, saving lives is so hot while watching. My boyfriend was a little taken back and asked me what I meant by that.
You know exactly what she meant by
And
that.
I told him firefighters are really attractive to me because they're so brave and selfless. It's a huge turn on for me.
They get paid to do it.
He told
Unless
me
they don't. It's not that brave.
there
is all
are
I'm saying.
volunteer firefighters.
I'm anti-firefighter.
This is it does
Wow,
suck.
Josh.
No, because it does suck. Because before 9/11, you could be. Hear me out. You could be like pro firefighter and anti cop, and they were separate. Firefighters hated cops, and then 9/11 happened, and it brought all the first responders together. And now firefighters are fucking the biggest bootlickers you can know.
That's true.
Not always.
Almost.
I mean, come on.
It's very rare, and if they're not, they almost always get fired.
ironic, really.
Yeah.
They should get a union to help fight the firefighters getting fired.
Is there a firefighter union? There's no way.
There's no way there's a strong labor organization for a societal need such as a first responder team and firefighters that heavily requires on volunteer movement.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a strong labor movement there.
Is that just a rural thing?
I mean, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Which is ridiculous. There should not be a fucking Townsend that can't pay for a fucking firefighter. Like, the state should be able to provide
Fund it, yeah.
firefighting. Who's against stopping fires?
You just said you were.
I'm against firefighters.
What about the hot ones? The ones that do calendars?
That's why I get so pissed.
He told me that he felt like that was a messed up thing. He told me that he felt like it was a messed up thing to say to him. That I shouldn't be looking at other men like that. I assured him that I only want him, but maybe I'd enjoy doing some role playing. He got even more upset by this and said that I crossed the line and he doesn't think he can really satisfy me because he's nothing like a firefighter and doesn't want to act like one.
He's an arsonist.
Things just kind of escalated from there. In our heated argument, I told him I don't get on him about his fantasies and his preferences of MMA women and so on. He said it's different because he's a guy and he doesn't talk about it in front of me, but he does.
How does she know about it? And two, he only likes MMA fighters because they're so brave. They go in there and they save their
That's
opponents
really
from
selfless.
an unpunched face.
He told me if I'm so turned on by firefighters, I should go be with one and stop leading people on.
Did a firefighter fuck his ex-girlfriend or something? Like, why does he hate firefighters?
I tried to explain this. I tried to explain that it's just a fantasy for me. I just appreciate the qualities of masculinity and bravery. I can't help that. He said that I'm emasculating him by having these fantasies. I didn't want to keep fueling the fire, so I ended up just apologizing. They keep using the reference, right? They keep talking about hot, heated fires. So I apologize, but he was still so upset. He told me he just needs to get away before he says something that he'll regret. So he took off to his friend's place and hasn't contacted me since yesterday. And that's where it left off.
Great. He's such an insecure person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Break up with him.
Yeah.
Go date a firefighter.
So you're not allowed to have a fantasy, but he can?
It's such a strange dynamic in a relationship to have.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not be secure in your relationship in order to be like, the idea of somebody being heroic is sexy to me.
Yeah. And it really is. And it's like, here's the problem. Like, firefighters have a good PR team because they only put out videos of the hottest, most shirtless firefighters.
Yeah.
And it's hard to argue.
With the tiniest little kittens.
Yeah, it's true. They are always like saving animals.
And the fattest, huge hogs.
They do have monster cocks as well.
No, I was talking about all the farm fires.
I was talking about the chickens.
Oh,
that
shit.
They were saving.
Oh, my bad.
Their hoses ain't that bad to look at either. Penises. They do have really good PR. But like, again, like, there's very little a firefighter could do wrong in their job. Like, they're never gonna like do active like a cop would. Like, they would never actively do like a racial crime.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, it's gonna be a passive crime by allowing a fire to burn down something that they don't like, right? So it's a lot harder to be like, what's going on here? And to be like, it's out of control. We can't do it.
This is a controlled burn. Thoughts on firefighters?
I think firefighters are great.
I'm pissed off. Gray in what way?
They do a good job.
No. Sexually?
No?
No.
Wait, do you want me to be sexually attracted to firefighters?
No, dude.
But like lady firefighters? Hot.
Are they?
Interesting.
I don't know if I've ever seen a lady firefighter.
Yes, you have. And actually, I really don't like her. But
She does suck. Now that I remember.
yeah, she does.
Fuck.
I think one of my uncles is I know he's a volunteer firefighter for a very small city.
One of my uncles is a volunteer firefighter.
Same town, probably.
No.
No.
How often do you have to volunteer? Is it like, I'm busy this time. I don't want to go to this one. I don't want to go to this one.
Can I call in sick to a fire is all I'm asking.
Like, how much free time? Because it would be cool. One, it'd be cool to learn how to fight a fire.
Water.
It'd be
normally.
Stupid.
100 IQ.
And it is like a cool, brave, selfless thing to do. But also, Daddy needs his free time. I don't want to be going to every fucking fire.
Yeah.
You don't have free time.
That's what I mean.
I'm pretty sure the number one thing for fighting a fire is to shoot at the top of the flame because that's where it's the hottest. And to do it in a straight line. You don't want to like go side to side when you're shooting your water. And then once you see smoke, you can stop because that means the water's out. Or the fire's out.
Okay.
I think those are the big three about fighting fire.
Those were
I see
all
why he's
incorrect.
not a safety guy anymore.
Yeah.
No. I'll call my uncle up. He's the president of firefighting.
You ever heard of...
Sure.
Have you ever heard of PASS?
Yes.
Isn't that the thing for firefighting?
Yes. Pull, aim, squeeze, and spray. Sweep. Fuck.
Bad safety officer. Crazy.
You aim at the base of a fire, folks. Also, you should sleep with your doors closed.
That's true.
And if there's a fire, do not open your door.
Sleep with your doors closed. Mostly one, because it keeps out the evil spirits. Two, it'll stop fires also.
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally, like, house fires, once they go, they fucking go in, like, seconds. It's crazy. Watch a video of, like, a demonstration house fire, and you can see, like, the difference between a door that's closed and a door that's not closed. It is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's really
It is
really crazy.
mind-boggling how much less damaged it's wild.
Yeah.
Which is all I'm saying is, why do we need firefighters? Why don't we all just have locked doors everywhere?
Let's just get a couple more doors.
School shootings and fires are the same. Lock some frickin' doors.
We just need a couple more doors.
More doors or less, whatever works better in this scenario.
Sure. So anyways, that was this week's episode. Thanks so much for listening. Hope you liked it. And if you want to find us on the internet, you can do that wherever you're at on the internet. We're probably there too. And that handles at Judgies Pod, JUDGIES Pod. If you want to send us your own listener submitted stories or a listener submitted sound, your thoughts, feelings, an onion letter, an orchid letter.
Don't send us any onion letters.
Orchid letters only, please. You can do that to judgiespod@gmail.com. And if you want to send us stuff, you can send it to P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350. And if you would love to join us for another weekly bonus episode, you could do that at patreon.com/judgiespod. And it's been real. It's been fun, and it's been real fun.
Don't forget to look at the Google form for submission.
Please, 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 please.
Have a great week, everyone.
Was that weird enough for you guys? I felt like I got some pretty unique stories.
Yeah, it was fun. Have a great week. We love you.
The Judgies love you.
2 of the Judgies love you. We won't tell you which 2.
Can I be one of them?
Yeah.
And then every week we can alternate which one of you it is.
Bye.